So that's kind of just a quick walkthrough of the appointment and how you would interact with the appointment, the customer's view, the employee's view. From here, I'm going to spend a couple minutes now going through the employee management. Again, this is such a big part of appointment-based businesses, is being able to go in and create your schedules for your employees. And so Stackably with Payment Stack, we also have the employee role turned on, but we have it very limited. You can only add employees and give them permissions. So with Appointment Stack, we're going to be turning on the scheduling feature. This gives you the ability to go in and assign roles to employees and then build out an employee schedule. And so essentially when we work with your merchant, we're going to teach them how to create their shifts. We add all of their stylists. We give them the correct roles. And again, this can be broken down by different roles. You can have management roles that can be assigned management shifts. You can have stylist roles that can be assigned stylist shifts. And then once I go through and I build out my calendar for the week, I assign all my shifts, I hit publish, and we're going to email or text your employees their schedule for the week that you just completed. Again, you can build this out 3 or 4 weeks in advance, but we are automating all of the notification between the business and their employees and their staff as well. So that way everybody's getting notified of their appointment or of their schedule for the week, and they can go in and see what their hours are for the upcoming week or for whatever week was just scheduled. There's also a couple other really cool features that I'll go deeper into whenever I'm actually going to interact with a more of a live demo versus just flipping through these. And that is like you can clone weeks. The employee scheduling is fantastic. As far as a very quick usable guide to building out your schedule, duplicating that schedule across weeks, making some small changes. Inside of Stackably, your employees can even request time off. And when they request time off, it's going to put that on the schedule before if the schedule hasn't been completed for that week. And it'll block it out for your manager so they can see that this person was requesting time off and they don't put any slots there, or they can and they can override it. So again, there's a lot of really cool features there around the employee management side in terms of scheduling. Some of the other things that we can do then is we can build out beginning of day or end of day tasks. And so here, again, I was just throwing some in here, sweeping the shop. We have a couple different stations that need to be cleaned at the end of the day. There can even be different validations confirming that the employees have finished those. So here I could require them to upload a photo of they swept this area and if they can take a photo showing it's clean, we can put a check mark in there, yes, no. So there's a lot of different ways that you can interact with these tasks and make sure that your employees are completing all of their tasks at the end of the shift or at the beginning of the shift when they open the shop. One of the other really cool things that Stackably has is a very visual breakdown of tipping. And so I did a demo of this a few weeks ago. If you go back into the resources for the full stack payment stuff, you would be able to see this in more detail. But as tips are recorded on transactions, we will automatically apply those to the person who's checking them out based on the employee code that's used when they ring them up. Or if you're using Quick Sale, we're going to tie them back to the employee that completed the service through the scheduling. And then we can automatically show you what everybody's tips are. So you don't have to go in and try and figure out who got what for tips. You don't have to try and pull them out of the till right away. At the end of the day, you can see here's how many tips each person got. Here's the exact amount. Here's the exact breakdown. And then if you wanted to do it a different way, we also support tip pulls. And so you have a lot of flexibility around tipping, but again, a very simple breakdown where you're not going to spend a lot of time in management of going back through and seeing who got what tips for the day and how should we split these up. Especially in appointment-based businesses, tip pulls are less likely and you want to actually give each person their exact tips at the end of their shift. And so Stackably is going to present that in real time in the software.